Hello students, today our topic is rotation of molecules. Spectroscopy in microwave region is concerned with study of rotating molecules. As we all know, rotation of a three-dimensional body is quite complex. So let us have a look on classical mechanics of rotational motion and few definitions regarding angular momentum and moment of inertia first. Before going to the content, what are rigid rotators? Molecules in which bonds do not distort under stress of rotation. This condition is said to be rigid. As we all know, definition for linear velocity is distance versus time, and angular velocity radians versus time. And we know linear momentum. If a body is in linear motion, we discuss it under linear momentum, mass into velocity. Whereas angular momentum is a rotational equivalent of linear momentum. Angular momentum is rotational equivalent of linear momentum. So it's also known as rotational momentum, which is designated by the symbol L. And angular momentum is a product of body's rotational inertia or moment of inertia and angular velocity or rotational velocity. So angular momentum is a product of body's moment of inertia and angular velocity, where L is equal to I into omega. Moment of inertia by definition is body's tendency to resist angular acceleration. Moment of inertia is represented by the symbol I. It is a body's tendency to resist angular acceleration, which is the sum of the products of mass of each particle present in the body with the square of its distance from the axis of rotation. So it's a sum of the product of mass of each particle. Here I am taking only one body, mass m. Each particle present in the body with the square of its distance from axis of rotation. So I is equal to, if there are two masses m1 and m2, then I will be m1 r1 square plus m2 r2 square, where r is the particular distance from the atom to axis of rotation or from the body to the axis of rotation. So rotation of three-dimensional body is quite complex. So we will resolve it into rotational components. A molecule can have three different moments of inertia according to the axis of rotation, and I am showing IA, IB and IC for you for a HCl molecule. Thus, a body has three principal moments of inertia, one about each axis. So, the resolved rotational components are IA, IB and IC. IA is rotation along the bond axis. IB means end over end rotation in plane of paper. IC is end over end rotation at right angles to the plane of the paper. So IA, IB and IC, basing on these three mutually perpendicular rotational components, we will classify different types of molecules. Molecules are classified into four groups according to relative values of their principal moments of inertia. So we come across, first one is linear molecules. In this, the atoms are arranged on the straight line in a molecule. Then the molecule is said to be linear. If all the atoms are arranged in a straight line, for example HCl, then the molecule is said to be linear. One more example is carbon oxysulfide OCS. The moments IB, IC and IA is rotation along bond axis. IB is rotation in the plane of paper. So IB is rotation at right angles to the plane. IC is rotation at right angles to the plane of paper. IA for linear molecules is equal to 0, because if you rotate like this, there is no change in position of the hydrogen and Cl atoms present in the molecule. So IA for all the linear atoms, for all the linear molecules, IA is equal to 0, IB is equal to IC. That means in plane and perpendicular plane both are same. So that is for linear molecules. For symmetric drops, for example CH3F, the moment of inertia about CF axis, as you all know, the center of gravity lies in between carbon and fluorine. So if you observe IA, that is rotation along the bond axis, rotation about the bond axis, this is IA. You can easily observe there is change in position. If you rotate this like this, there is easily you can observe there is change in position of hydrogen atoms. So if you rotate 180 degrees angle, there is surely there is change in position of the hydrogen atoms. Then IA for symmetric drops is not equal to 0. IA for symmetric drops is not equal to 0. At the same time, IB is equal to IC. That means end over end rotation in plane, end over end rotation perpendicular to the plane of paper, both are same. Such a molecule appears as if it is spinning about this axis and can be imagined as symmetric tops. For symmetric tops, IB is equal to IC, IA is not equal to 0. So symmetric tops are of two types. One is prolate symmetric top. That means the shuttlecock model, all these molecules are prolate in them. IB is equal to IC, but IB and IC are greater than IA. That means end over end rotations are greater than moment of inertia along the bond axis. So best examples of CH3F and CH3Cn. And the next variety of symmetric tops is oblate symmetric tops. Generally, planar molecules come under this category. BCl3, BF3. BF3 is also planar. It lies in the same plane. So this is BF3. And at the same time, C6H6, the cyclohexane. So this is also a planar molecule. All these molecules, for them, IA is greater than IB and IC. So IA is greater than, that means imagine a IA axis here, perpendicular. IA is greater than IB and IC. Therefore, they come under oblate symmetric tops. So, next one is spherical tops. In this, all the moments of inertia are same. That means these are the molecules like CH4, CCl4, C6T, SF6, where all bond lengths and bond angles are same. When a molecule has all three moments of inertia identical, then they come under spherical tops. IA is equal to IB is equal to IC. These molecules are said to be microwave inactive because they don't have permanent dipole moment. Because of their symmetry, they don't have permanent dipole moment. They are called spherical tops molecules. Asymmetric tops. In these molecules, all the three moments of inertia are different. IA is not equal to IB is not equal to IC. Most probably, all the molecules come under this category. For example, H2O, CH2, CHCl. In them, the bond lengths will be different and bond angles are also will be different. So, they come under asymmetric tops. IA is not equal to IB is not equal to. To summarize, linear molecules, the three moments of inertia IA, IB and IC. IB is equal to IC and IA is not equal to, IA is equal to 0. For spherical tops, their symmetry is such that all bond angles and bond lengths are same. So all the three principal moments of inertia are same. Symmetric tops, there are two types, prolate and oblate. So basing on the IA greater than or less than, we can have symmetric tops. And asymmetric tops, all IA is not equal to, IB is not equal to IA. All the principal moments they are not equal to each other. So all they are differ, and most probably all the molecules which are present, they come under this category. And homonuclear diatomic molecules like H2, O2, N2 and Cl2 have zero dipole moment. That means they don't have permanent dipole moment. So they don't interact in the microwave region and they are said to be microwave inactive. But heteronuclear diatomic molecules like HCl, HF, CO, so HCl, HF and CO, they have permanent dipole moment and they can interact with microwave radiations, and they are said to be microwave active. So this is about the classification of molecules. Thank you.